The UN said an aid convoy carrying food meant for Gaza has been looted. It said only 11 of the 109 lorries delivering aid for the World Food Program and the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees made it safely to a warehouse in Deir Al Balah.
I confirm indeed that there have been looting. More than 100 trucks have been looted, primarily UNRWA and the WFP. Basically 80-90% of the convoy on that day.
UNRWA said on X, humanitarian workers were ordered at gunpoint to unload aid. Gaza's Interior Ministry said at least 20 people were killed in an operation against, quote, gangs, unquote, that looted lorries bringing aid into the war-torn enclave threatened with famine. The U.S. Senate is set to vote on historic legislation affirming disapproval of arms sales to Israel. The resolutions are sponsored by Bernie Sanders, an independent politician who caucuses with Democrats. He introduced the measures in September and announced he would bring them to the Senate floor for a vote this week. While the measure is unlikely to pass, it has garnered support from rights groups and advocates across the country. Meanwhile, G20 leaders called for a, quote, comprehensive ceasefire, unquote, in Gaza and Lebanon during a summit in Brazil on Monday. The leaders backed a U.S. proposed permanent ceasefire in Gaza in return for the release of all hostages. They also called for a Lebanon ceasefire that would enable citizens to return home on both sides of the Blue Line. That's all for this morning's headlines. You can get these stories at our site and visit thenationalnews.com/podcasts for more like this. Yasmin Al-Taji, The National.